Greetings, humanity. I am Jim, and I'm playing Shadowrun Returns. Or at least that's the theory. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to adjust my air conditioner. So that I can actually do this without bursting into flames. So I'm going to have to leap up for a second and turn that on. But that aside, I'll be right back. Nothing I love better than starting a stream and immediately realizing that I'm going to be bursting into flames. Hi, how's it going? What is happening? Who knows? I've gotten a kind of a new toy that I am using with the stream. It's I finally figured out that there's an app that I can use to effectively kind of turn my phone into a stream deck, and so I'm using that a little bit to automate a couple of processes. We'll see if that goes anywhere. Most notably, in theory, we should be able to, well, let me actually move things to where I want them. In theory, I should be able to do things like that at the touch, yes, at the touch of a button. It just happens. This is too much power for one person to wield, I think, but we'll see what happens. At any rate, yes, I'm going to be back playing Shadowrun Returns. I did this to try to make it easier to, because sometimes I want to turn the chat on and off, that kind of thing, so you can see it above my head so that the people seeing it later on YouTube won't think I've lost my mind. For that reason. Plenty of other reasons. So I just figured I'd give it a shot. See what happens. So that way I don't have to go in and out of the game as much. Convenience! That's what we're looking for. Convenience. In any case, it has been a little while since I've actually played this. Because, you know, life and stuff. I had other things happening. And so today we were supposed to do Abject Adventure Gamery, but alas, Lucci was not available today. As it turned out, had some stuff shift on him schedule-wise at the last minute. So I'm doing this for a couple of hours. And just catching back up on it a bit. The usual content warnings are still in effect. You can see them over here. As this is Shadowrun is from the 1980s. Please remember this. But as I recall, yeah, we left off in this bar, in this entertainment location, entertainment palace, whatever. It's short description for anyone not familiar with Shadowrun. It's the it's an alternate far present, in which there's a lot of cyberpunk type things exist, but then there's also magic. That's basically it. It's the short way to describe it. So I also did it like I also again figured that I'm trying this again without the fancy overlay that I threw together, because I like people to be able to see more of the screen if they can, or see the screen a little bit better, rather. So we are at a point, we are hunting down, trying to find the person who killed an acquaintance of ours who has hired us to, sort of, had an account set aside to hire us to find out who their killer is. It's just sort of dead man switch type deal. So we're gonna go do that. And we'll see what happens. The only thing I'm wondering... Let me just double check something real quick. Okay. Yeah, just, it's only giving him the, yeah, he's the clothing salesperson, essentially. We've already decked ourselves out with the things that we want. This is... I have to refamiliarize myself. We are headed... We are now... we have a lead. There was a bartender named Coyote who was familiar with the deceased, the victim. And we're now trying to hunt her down. She has not appeared at work for the last few days. And last thing we found out was she was headed to Pike Place, and so that's where we're headed. We have a bar tab receipt from the night of the murder signed by Sam Watts. Server's name was Coyote. We have a test tube piece, a unique piece of glass found near Rogan Lights. I have no idea what any of this means. I have forgotten everything. Everything, I tell you. I still have some karma points left over to spend. I'm holding on to those for now, because I did go ahead and I upped some certain things a little bit. I can use a shotgun if I have to. I don't know how to replenish the... I begin to suspect this game has no bullets, but we'll find out. Also, alas, I have no cyberware. None whatsoever. But I'm trying out the magic system. That's basically how we're playing this one. All right. Enough of that. Let us go. Magical healing can only heal the most recent wounded characters received. Pike Place Market. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. I believe we're in Seattle. That was the first setting for Shadowrun. It was the setting I played in back when it came out, first edition. So I believe that's where we are here, as they just continue to detail Seattle. Here we are. We have to find Coyote's boyfriend Paco because he was mentioned heavily in her journal, diary thing. We have a cluster of cyberpunk tropes here. Everyone has an umbrella. An identical umbrella. They're not transparent umbrellas, so they have not they've not gone fully in that direction. But let's see, we have hobos, that's helpful. We have someone named Patrick in front of a building called the Universal Brotherhood. Build better tomorrow. Build a better tomorrow. Yes, that was a religion. I don't know if Patrick is the same person we encountered in the bar earlier. It's possible. We encountered someone who was an ex of the person who was bartending there when we were there. And I don't really know if, yeah, that's as far as we can go that way. We are rather limited in our directions here. But there's some stuff over here we can look at. Also, I believe it auto-saved. So I shouldn't have to save. Tail and ale. Good lord. Synth juice for sale. Just fab today. They also have a very strange sort of lingo that they use. Paco. There is Paco. We will address him soon. Public market center with a fish skeleton of some kind. Well, combined species, it would seem. You got dog on a stick here? Ah, yes, yes. Delicacies. Maury's Meat Emporium. There is Officer Landers. And a crime scene. Let's not worry about that just yet. I don't think there was anything else up there that I wanted to investigate. Was there? Probably not. But, you know, we'll sort of wander in. Let's see. Hey, Schmelzer, how's it going? Greetings, greetings. Just, trying to, figure out where everything is before I start talking to people. But, you know, these things happen. Let us continue to wander this way. Because the obvious person to talk to is Paco. Because that's someone we are looking for. But I just want to get the lay of the land because I have to do this. It's the way my brain works. Okay. I have now figured out roughly where everything is. We're going to head back over here for a moment, which is where we emerged. And we are going to talk to Patrick because, of course, we are. All right. Let's see. The handsome young man turns away. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Sir, you are a beautiful human, but you could be so much more. What are you selling? That sounds great. Tell me more. I'll be going now. And the way that I've been playing this character, it's like he plays into things a little bit, but not to this extent, I don't think. I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll bite. What are the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life? The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be spreading the word. Speaking about, I don't know why I read ahead. We'll be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Great. That's wonderful. I can't wait to not go to that. Anyway, we're probably going to have to go to that. All right, Paco is here. We will. I'm going to save the game incessantly. Today is the 25th. It's been over a month since we played this. I'm going to overwrite that because it starts overwriting whether you want it to or not, I discovered eventually. Okay, here he is. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself. What do you want? What do you want? You wouldn't happen to be looking for Coyote, would you? Are you Paco? Careful, kid. You Paco? I think we're going to start here. What the? Who the hell are you? Objective. Find Coyote's boyfriend Paco. We gained 3 karma. I'm Brand. I'm looking for Coyote. I need to ask her some questions. I'm the one who's going to pretend you have better manners. I need to find Coyote. Relax, we're on the same team. I'm Brand. I was just at the Union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. Yeah, we'll deal with that one. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. Ever heard of a place called Maury's Meat Market? Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from there. I would like to ask both of these questions. I think we passed Maury's Meat Market, so we're going to ask this one first. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Track. I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. Oh, joy. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her... There's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? Let's see. We have I'm in. Don't worry. We'll get her back. Well, she's my only lead. Let's do this before I change my mind. I'll help you get Coyote back, but you better be able to handle yourself in a fight. Things might get ugly. One more thing. Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from a place called Maury's Meat Market. Ever heard of it? Yeah, I'm going to ask this. Zebra meat. What? Look, that shop's just down the block if you want to check it out, but I'm going to the Royale with or without your help. What's it going to be? Let's see. See, we can be reassuring, or, oh, she's my only lead. Let's do this before I change my mind. Or, I'll help you get Coyote back, but you better be able to handle yourself in a fight. Things might get ugly. Of course I know my way around a fight. Stevie J better be ready for a world of hurt. Paco curls his hand into a fist. Now let's get moving. The Royale is just a few blocks from here. New objective. Look for Coyote in the Royale Apartments. Optional objective. Find Maury's Meat Emporium. I mean... Okay, are you following me now? Are you following me now? Is that how this is going? Yes, okay. Which means that we've got you here. Learn more about the Pike Place murder. Optional. Well, we know where the murder is, so we could do that. We have 562 new yen currently. But I want to see, we've got 6 karma. I'm going to wait a little bit longer because there's stuff I want to spend it on. I think. I need to look at this all again. It's been a month, as we established. Let's see. As I'm kind of looking this over here. It's like I could up my quickness if I wanted to. More body. The resistance to physical damage, that's good. Hit point increases. That too is good. Strength. Intelligence. Willpower, which is... That's our main stat that we are using because we are spellcasting. And we have enough. We could go up 1 on something. The more of this we have, the more etiquette, which is fine. We don't really do any summoning of spirits or control of them or conjuring. We don't do that kind of magic. And I was wondering, dodge is helpful. Chance to hit reduces chance. What gives you the ability to run further? Because that would be helpful. Is that not quickness? I don't know. I think they just let us run as far as we can run. We might up body just because I get this feeling. I get this feeling that I will need to. I have 40 hit points. He has 40 hit points. He has no armor. He has pistol SMG. Dodge. He has little biotech. What do you have? We know what I have. I have spells. I have too many spells and grenades, and I gotta use up some of these. All my slots are full. I'm just trying to remember what I have. Okay. And so Paco has a baseball bat. And he has an Uzi. And he has no cyberware listed here. So whatever he has is probably something that'll pop up when combat starts. Don't you mean if combat starts? I mean when combat starts. We know how this goes. Okay. So that said, now having stared for a long time into the future, I can either become more accurate with my magical attacks, or I can become more resistant to physical damage. I think I'm actually going to take the accuracy first, because this, I feel like just this should be my primary thing, so we're going to go with this for right now. We shall confirm our choice. Which does nothing because I don't know how to actually use this. Come on, let's go back down here. Come on, we're gonna scroll back down. There we go. Now we will confirm it. My God. Okay, willpower is 6. Now that we've done all that, I'm gonna go ahead and expend a new save slot because why not? Okay, off we go. Oh, I forgot I can scroll around like this. This is Maury's Meat Emporium. That's Manny's Meat Emporium. That's, well, no, wait. Maury's? Manny. Maury? Manny. Maury? Manny. Okay. Okay, we did that, and it is saying, the small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. Everything cool here? You must be Maury. Yeah, I'm just gonna start with that. Do I look like a fat old man to you? I'm Manny. Maury's my dad. Now, what do you want? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Do you know someone named Coyote? I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? Okay, we'll go down the list if they let us. What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, and I wouldn't recommend it. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for this stuff for some reason. Ah, there may be hellhounds in our future. Oh, Drek, that's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everybody talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Yeah... Whatever. Anything else? Do you know someone named Coyote? Nope, I don't go in much for that shaman stuff. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Yep. Nope. 80s tropes and stereotypes. That's not good. I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? Mission item added, zebra meat. I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell is that supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our neon. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do Drek about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. I don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. We will in a minute. I just have to... Yeah, right. Let's get going. Yeah, that was the last question I had, I believe. Okay. We have acquired zebra meat. It smells worse than it looks. I went to see zebras not long ago. They were delightful. I went to the zoo a couple of weeks ago. They had zebras and giraffes and elephants and other things. This would appear to be a dead body. This would appear to be either an elf or a Nosferatu. No, it's an elf. You can tell. They don't really get into the Nosferatu so much here. Not that I'm aware of. Maybe they do in later books. Officer Landers. Ripper took... Oh, great. Oh, Jesus. It's a corp hit, I'm sure. Who is it? Yeah, I think I'm going to be sick. Can I talk to Officer Landers? A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. Oh, yes, we worked with Dresden earlier. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. Yes, I do not have security etiquette. I have gang etiquette. That was the etiquette I picked. Because Shadowrun has a lot of gangs in it. What happened here, officer? Let me through, please. I need to take a closer look. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. That's probably what I should say. But I'm going to ask what happened here, just in case. Homicide. Now move along, please. I'm here to see Coroner Dresden. We'll just go to that. And who might you be? I have forgotten how I did this guy's voice. It's all right, officer. He's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. I think I was going weird, twisted, futuristic Frank Nelson. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, something like that. But calmer. Officer Landers, the officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay, then, make it quick. Ah. Officer Aguirre. Elf. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been cut cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. This content warning list is getting longer and longer. Hang on. My thought is that once it reaches too far, then we will have problems. Okay. I'm going to see how that goes. As we said that. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. All right. We've added that. Okay. Let's see. Back to this. Okay. So what brings you out here? Hot on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder? Hardly. Do you know the Ripper victim? Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. Were they? This game came out 10 years ago. What do you know about the victim? Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? What about the bite marks on her arm? Any sign of magic use here? Ripper takes liver and one of the theories. Okay. All right. So yeah, same killer has got the person we're looking for. We have a chain of questions. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden, worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. I don't want to know what the Stuffer Shack does. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? Yes, warning for eye trauma. Okay. There's a lot of things going on here. Okay. That's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body, yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery, Dresden laughs. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah, completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley sometime after her death. I'm going to go and give some meat to some hellhounds soon. Don't know if there's a connection there, but who knows. Any sign of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So, the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver, and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose, probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Dell? I must continue the save chain. Who is this? Officer Aguirre. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. Let's see. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, huh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? Let's see. Hopefully I'll get to say all of these things. Thanks for nothing. What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we don't know that her eyes had been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so we might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye. Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about? Ha! Plenty, if you ask McCluskey. But the truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. The Lonely Orphans Fund? Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Like, my brain is going to the most terrible place with this. Are they trying to make it grittier? I don't know. I mean, I thought he wanted a bribe. But you've lost me. He sighs. Look, you pay me off, I slip you any new information we get on the Ripper case. Get it? 1,000 new yen. I can't afford that. The 300? All right, you got a deal. Give Gary the new yen and your comlink code. I mean, I'll give you 100. I think, yeah, I can't afford that. I'll say I'll give you 100, I think. We need to bargain. Because 1,000... I don't think we have 1,000. We've got like 500. And it's saying to give him 300. Which is weird. Look, if I'm going to stick my neck out, the carrot's got to be juicy enough. 200. Deal. It's 100 or nothing. Okay, yeah, no, this we'll go. We got him down to 200. We got him down from 1,000 to 200, for God's sake. Deal. We lost 200. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. We get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I'd better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. Well, that was... I'm so glad it turned out just to be leads on the case. I can't tell you how glad I am. God. Humanity is terrible. I just need to express that yet again. But this is before... I gotta tell you, in popular culture, we were hit with this... In my mind, right? It seemed to me that in popular culture, within, at some point, I need to look up dates to get this exact, but we were hit with this double whammy of the Snyder DC movies and primarily the Superman films and Game of Thrones, and it was just basically a very... And they were, and I'm not talking about the quality of the media. They were, I enjoyed both of those things, as it turns out. But a lot of the themes were very much, the common theme that they have is humanity is terrible. The world is awful. And that really was a thing that kind of was hitting home. And so that got me in that mindset when I was in this discussion, and my brain went to the worst thing, because we've had like a decade of this, and this came out a decade ago. So as it turns out, just leads on the case. That's good. Okay, there's an elf here. I noticed you have a. I saw you from across the crime scene, and I noticed that you have a speech bubble above your head. Ah! The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. That's nice of them. His meticulously clean lab coat, it says format jacket, an old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. I think he's quite dapper. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire? You know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Who's asking? Why would you want to know something like that? Wow, I didn't even know elves could be that ugly. Don't say that. Who's asking, I think we'll ask. The elf giggles, a strange high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. It's just basically, oh, I am no one of consequence. Never mind, though. A good evening to you and your friend, the coroner. You just put Peter Lorre in this. Learn more about the Pike Place murder. Objective. Okay, we got a karma from that. Huh. I have to wonder. We probably would have gotten just as far with the other responses, I think. I'm going to try my best to resist restoring the previous save. Anything else we want to talk to Dresden about? I don't think so. Oh, yes. Okay, there's more. Sergeant Aguirre over there seems pretty friendly. Can I trust him? He chuckles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take a Gary over McCluskey any day of the week. Did you notice a particularly distinguished-looking elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where? Dresden scans the spectators surrounding the crime scene. Never mind, it's probably nothing. He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility it'll be taken to. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of their parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. Hey, distinguished elf, eh? I'll keep an eye out. I'm just going to substitute words yet. I'm going to censor it, yes. I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Anytime. Okay, we can go now. So when people mysteriously stand... You can only stand mysteriously in this town. That's basically how it works. Wait. You and you are the same person! Clones! Anyway. Want to buy some BTL? I have no idea what BTL is. Or I have only played a couple of editions of Shadowrun and not very much. Alas. There's no trolls around here. Frank! The backgrounds are delightful here. They're very well done. SimSense Entertainment. Royal something or other. Ah, there's the Royal. But there's someone with a cart. There's someone with a speech bubble over their head. No way, Blind Lucy? Oh, the Stuffer Shack. We were just hearing about that. That's where the victim is. At Workid, I believe. The orc before you wears the standard Stuffer Shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. Yeah, what's with the waterworks? Oh, hey, friend, everything okay? I take it you knew the victim? I will pretend to be concerned. No. York takes a deep breath before looking up. That's my friend on the pavement over there. Blind Lucy. We worked there, here 3 years together. And now, well, I guess the Ripper got her. We just found out that's her name. We found her. Never mind. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago. Ah! It's harvesting. So it's not so much a trophy exactly. It might be still trophies, but maybe he's harvesting cyberware. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? I see. No pun intended. Might have asked you more questions. This is a good question. No, she wouldn't talk much about it. Just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. Oh, you know where my mind is going to now? The idea that maybe, like, so if a corporation is behind this, for example, they've been letting out faulty cyberware, and then there's something they don't want to get caught over, and they hired this guy to go out and reclaim the cyberware. Or it's someone who is selling cyberware and there's a price, but they don't make the price explicit at first. It seems like a gift. And then either the person can't come through or can't pay, or they know too much and they come and take the cyberware back. Because that would be evidence. Or, wait a minute, what was the other one? I had another thought. That it was someone who's someone collecting data. Which I think that elf put me in mind of. That they just want to see what happens after a while. It's like, you have our cyberware for a while. Now we're going to come get it back so that we can see how it affected you. Any number of things this could be, but it's interesting. I do enjoy neo-noir, which is basically what this is. Seen anyone strange in the store lately? I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. I see. That is the we are saying this is the equivalent of the Waffle House. But no, nothing stranger than usual. Did Lucy have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. Really? All right. A guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though. When was the last time you saw Lucy? Ah, lungs. Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. He sighs. And he blames himself. That's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Be kind. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? In my own way. Why do you ask? Just a concerned citizen, sorry. I am. No, in my own way. Why do you ask? Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the Seventh World awakens. I just thought. You know what's funny? They were calling this, what, the Sixth World? Is that a thing with Shadowrun? Again, I am not hugely familiar with Shadowrun lore because I only had, I didn't dive into it when I played. But Sixth World. What is the Sixth World? It's the name of the setting, from what I can tell. Okay. The Sixth World, it says, wait, there's a wiki. The Sixth World is the world of today, 2064. Okay. The Fifth World ended and the Sixth World began during the Awakening in 2011, when magic returned to the world. Okay. 2064. Does everyone remember when we went through Goblinization Day? Because I do. I did not get the powers I was hoping for. I did not wake up as an elf. Anyway. Yes, we should check that out. We should go back and ask them about the necklace. But no, I'm sorry. The thing about the Sixth World, Seventh World, that I find funny, and the context is clearly very different because they've got a very specific year demarcation where the Fifth World was up until 2011, and the Sixth World is the Shadowrun setting. But the thing I find interesting is that when Numenera came around, Mighty Cook game, from within the last 10 years. 10 years or so, I think. Has it been 10 years? It may have been 10 years now. I don't know. I forget when it happened. Anyway, when Numenera came around, it takes place in the Ninth World. And again, the scale is different because that's like 4 billion years in the future. But still, interesting. Yes, that's exactly the... See, that was... See, Conti, that was exactly what I was thinking, right? Yeah. Shadowrun is the Ninth World. Not Shadowrun. See, I'm getting my ADHD. The joys of word salad. Numenera is the Ninth World, and so that was the interesting thing. Also, hey, how's it going? I feel as though there might have been some inspiration, a little bit. Maybe there was a little inspiration from Shadowrun when Mighty Cook came up with the idea of calling it the Ninth World, calling Numenera the Ninth World. Maybe. But again, like I said, completely different scale. Interesting though. And you just woke up from your work nap. No, I'm very glad. That is awesome, actually. If you do work that allows that where you can actually be able to nap, because naps are, as it turns out, very good for you. How am I doing? I am existing. Once again, still sort of careening through life, just sort of randomly doing things and hoping that they work out. That's how it goes. It is as it goes. And but right now I am playing this game I bought 10 years ago. Finally getting around to. Oh, your work nap is your nap after work. Okay, cool. No, that is good. That is planning. I hope it was restful. But now this tells me we might be able to go back and get this and talk to them about that necklace. But, well, I thought you could somehow get that necklace back before... I thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. Let's see, I understand. If I can find it at the scene, I'll bring it to you. Sorry, tampering with evidence could put me in a bad spot with Lone Star. I can't risk it. Stealing evidence from a crime scene is a pretty serious offense. What's in it for me? Oh, God! We could get money out of him. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason not to. I mean, it's evidence, but I could say to do that. I could say we'll do that. We'll be kind. We'll be kind. Thank you for your help. You know where to find me. New objective action: recover Lucy's necklace from the Pike Place crime scene. Okay. Well, we have that. There's a junkie here we could talk to. You said with glee. Oof. Okay. And that's the edge of the world. No escape. Hey, guy, you have any extra union? Just need some suck resume from the shack over there. Yeah, sure, here's a $5. No way, Baked Brain. Have 10. Nutrisoy cakes will fill you up for longer. I don't know what he needs it for. I'll give him a $5. Thanks, Jummer. Was that useful at all? No idea. I'm considering saves coming that. I should have saved before I finished talking to that guy. After I finished talking to that guy. That's okay. We can do this quickly. 12 kills. Just in case there's more to be gained from all of that. I'm curious. I'm just a tad curious. All right, because we didn't even finish. Oh, that was the last place we saved. Okay. We go through that. We let them know that. We ask about that. Thanks. That's done. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game again here because I can. And then we do this again, which will go faster because I'm not reading it out. And then we just go through all the questions. And we agreed to do that for no money. Because we are a fool. And I will save again there. Just, and, you know, that's in case I want to go back and ask about other things. Let me just see. Just in case Nutrisoy Cakes gets us more from him. Nope, we get nothing. Okay. It's all over such a small amount of Yes. Anyway. Ah, excellent. Oh, I see. It's a fight. Sort of. Now let's go back to that. Suddenly, an unscheduled fight. We didn't even... It's not even giving us combat rounds. I think they were just going to try to kill us if we didn't run away. Either that or there are arrows. That is funny, though. Okay. All right, the necklace. Or we could have just not talked to him at all and not lost the 5D and maybe a surprise round followed by Iron Initiative. You never know. Maybe. Realized Paco wanted to go immediately to the place we were trying to head. No. You scan the ground near Lucy's body and spot a small wooden object, mostly hidden beneath the dead woman's hair. This must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin broken cord trails off to one side. It must have snapped during the struggle. Pretend to try... I don't have quickness of 4. Lean down to pick up the necklace. Catch the attention of nearby Officer Yurei. We'll try that. We'll try doing this legit. Hello again. Can I help you? I need to take the victim's necklace with me. It may help in my investigation. Well, if it'll help you, that means we won't be helping McCluskey. Ah, excellent! Officer Aguirre reaches down, picks up the necklace, and hands it to you. Thanks, officer. Yeah, sure thing. Good luck out there. Ah, excellent. Good. We unite in our hatred of McCluskey. Better. That was better. Blind Lucy's necklace found near the body of a Ripper victim in Pike Place. Okay. All right, back over here. Yes. Yes, take that, McCluskey. Let's see. Frank looks up as you approach. Were you able to find Lucy's necklace? I've got it, sure. I don't recall if we discussed payment yet. I've got it right here, Frank. You can send this to her family now. Give Frank the necklace. I just feel too... I know that this character is kind of mercenary and talks to people about payment, but at the same time, I don't want to. We gained a karma point. You can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. I'm glad I can do this much for Lucy at least. Thank you, friend. I owe you. See, we can use him later. Happy to help. Just make sure that gets to Lucy's family. I don't want it turning up in some Lone Star office with my prints on it. Happy to help. Okay. So, I may actually have to dive off shortly because I am noticing a minor chronic pain thing happening that hasn't happened for a while. We will see. It's relatively minor at the moment. But if it continues, I shall unfortunately need to bring things to a close. Okay, we're getting ready to go in. Come on, guy, let's go find Coyote. Okay, I'm ready. Yes, yes. This was where we were supposed to go. When combat ends, each character... Royale Apartments. You roll up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old rotting trash, mixed with you don't want to know, is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything's better than this. The better than life chip. Okay. Okay. I need to talk about that in a moment. The Better Than Life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale Apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. So here's the thing. Yeah, the Better Than Life chip. So Better Than Life is it's a reference to for a lot of you probably know this already. This is a reference to an episode of the British comedy series Red Dwarf. It's a science fiction comedy show that's been running since the 80s, the late 80s. Off and on, whenever they get funding to do a new series, they do a new series of it. And one of the episodes has a game that they enter called Better Than Life. And since that came out and got popular, a lot of folks have used Better Than Life as a phrase to refer to things like this. Now, the idea of this, oddly enough, one of the few times I did play Shadowrun early on, when I first played it back in like the late 80s, early 90s, there was a supplement that came out, and a module that came out, and I don't know if this was the title of the module or not. It might be. I think it was a module. I don't think it was in the core book. I think this was a supplement. And there were these things that they called dream chips. And in the plot of that, you're hunting down 3 people who have stolen these dream chips to become someone else. And they walk through life as though they're this other person. And so they make these programs that sort of change your personality to be someone else. And it's like it's Genghis Khan, Cleopatra, and I can't remember the third one because it has been many decades. But it's interesting that Shadowrun then continued with that concept, but they instead changed the name to borrow from Red Dwarf, instead of just continuing to call them dream chips. It's fascinating. Royal Apartments, what a hole. Can't imagine what it was like for Coyote growing up here. Paco trails off. We're here to take care of business. Let's get to it. A hellhole full of junkies. Looks like Stevie J's gets their rent money and their drug money. These poor people, what a waste. If Coyote's here, we have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she was coming. Find Coyote, keep Paco alive. Oh, great. Okay. Unfortunately, I think I am going to have to go because this is starting to... Alas! This is acting up. So, unfortunately, when chronic pain acts up, you don't get to decide when that happens. So, I'm going to go ahead and save here. Now that we're in here. And hopefully we'll be able to do this next time. That sucks. I wish I could have gone a little further today, but unfortunately, we are cursed with the physical frame. In any case. That's there. In any case. Oh, just use the toy. The toy worked out well. The little toy that I have, the app that I picked up, where I can just press a button and things happen on the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Where are we and what are we doing? Not a clue. It is, what is today? Thursday? Thursday. So on Sundays, when we have some folks available, I run Alas for the Angry Void, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse tabletop game, reskinning of Alas for the Awful Sea, where I've reskinned it to be gothic sci-fi, and they're now walking around some of them are now walking around a space station that is that is also a monk's abbey, and they're noticing there are problems with the security system, and ominous things are preparing to happen. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And that's about it. Like every other Thursday, if Lucci is available, we play text adventure games. Unfortunately, he was not available today, but maybe in a couple of weeks he'll be available. Hopefully in 2 weeks we can do that. And that's really all I can say about it right now. Aside from that, I'm playing this. I'm also playing. I'm playing City Skylines, where I'm building a winterbound city, and also playing through Age of Empires. So those are things I'm doing in rotation. And then every now and then I just grab a thing and randomly do it. So I thank you all very much for watching. We'll probably go and say hi to someone when we hit the end card. Feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. In the meantime, take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.